Day 71 aboard the Resolute. And not every day is glitz and glamour. We have school and eating that we have to get through. And today was just crummy weather, so we went and mailed things at the post office.
Oh, I heard all right.
We also had time to clean up around the boat and get some things ready. Like our new fish finder tested out.
So we're going to be testing out the new fish finder, and essentially we have you put it in the water. This is the back, that's the front, and then we're going to watch and see. We want to see if it's the right depth, and then also see if there's anything under the boat, and maybe we'll even make up a fake fish to see what it does when you put something under there. So, all right.
Welcome to day 72, baby. Oh yeah. Got us some Mennonite baked oatmeal and some peanut butter apples. Gotta have our energy for today. We're hitting it big. One of our favorite things to do when we were in odd places, go hit up the Goodwills. Gives you a flavor for the local, and you never know what you're gonna find.
So Simeon's been working all week on getting the rigging for the boat back up, and now the sails. He's already done the main sail with Owen's help. Now we're gonna work on the Genoa.
So right now they're trying to put up sails. They're getting that one up first. They already have that one. And Mom's helping Dad with that mast. I'm not sure what that thing is. Goodwill number 5.
All right, so this road goes under the Mobile River. So this is the first time we've gotten to drive our boat over where our car goes. Normally the car goes over where the boat goes.
Good, clean, sweet, juicy shrimp. Probably, that's my favorite shrimp.
Here's what I got at Goodwill, including this, and this one is my favorite. This is what I got at Goodwill. This is my favorite.
Nice.
These are the things I got from Goodwill. This one is my favorite.
Okay, so a couple weeks ago we got rid of our mini fridge, or college dorm fridge, that was in this space, and I've been using it as storage for the trash can and a bunch of my bulk foods. And tonight we're gonna give it an upgrade.
And there we go. My beautiful wife owned the kitchen, and now it is all organized. Look at that beautiful counter space, man. Shoot dang. And all this little square footage.
So tonight, the tide is so high that it is actually flooding our parking lot. It is coming over the end of the parking lot, and it is coming over the dockage that is here, and it is filling the parking lot. Like, pretty seriously.
Here we go, day 73. We are extending the seafood buffet and are rounding it out with gumbo. Same spot we got it from yesterday with all the other seafood. And this one has lots of little shrimp and seasoning. It might even had a crab claw in it. Winner, winner, crab claw dinner. Oh yeah, baby. So I'm taking this video out through our covering because it's cold outside, although not as cold as the weatherman said. But to give you an idea of how high the water is, right now we're not even at max low tide, and that water had extended all the way up to this white line last night, which was the highest I'd ever seen it. Again, like comparison, that dock was partially in the water, like this cross beam here was in the water about halfway, which means like that boat, if it stayed put, would have been underwater. It's just kind of crazy. Anyway, it was mad windy, and it was probably not until about 2:30 last night that I was finally able to get some sleep with it calming down. Just
with all of the rigging that was moving around. But there is our Genoa up and running, our mainsail, everything's secure. And actually, ours was one of the quieter boats last night. Some of them were really rocking. So, yep, she's a good boat. All right, and here is our mystery Christmas box from the Addams family. I love saying that. All right, so we will debut what they were in just a moment. So here is a preview of some of the things that were in the package. Bananagrams, Clue, the travel version, Farkle, which are all, oh, and
That's the Farkle.
oh, that's part of it. Okay, great. I just didn't know. And of course, the very helpful worst case scenario survival handbook, in large part because I think there's an alligator eating that dude. Swim faster is the survival. Now, the only thing that really confuses me is all the things that I received involve my smell. So soap, deodorant, other such things. So I'm not sure what they're trying to say. But, I mean, at least hers is like spa related. Mine's just don't smell bad. So, but I love it. So. Welcome to day 74 and our new Ice Palace. This went over well in Toronto, so I figured we should do our own version here in Mobile on the boat. Ah, yes, our temperature inside, whoop whoop, it's almost at 50. So, Rebecca is prepping for us to do some stir fry this morning. And hot coffee, and the children, they're up and stirring. Oh wait, no they're not. Yeah, it's a little chilly out.
Simeon's fried rice this morning with spam and eggs.
Save me from tears. I'm giving it to someone special. We're hosting a party with cream soda and cookies.
All right, day 75. Well, it's Christmas morning. We woke up, had some grits and smoothies for breakfast. It was good times, and then attempted to go to a church service, of which either all of their times online were incorrect or they just weren't having church. So, I mean, draw conclusions that you will, but it's kind of a sad state of affairs. But I will say that the Spanish community churches, which unfortunately we don't speak enough Spanish, I felt, to participate, they were all in like full-fledged glory this morning. So it was exciting to see that some parts of the American church are flourishing. But yes, here we go. Christmas Day and all the excitements therein. It is sunshiny and beautiful. Gave a Christmas present to the car of some new spark plugs, and the kids entertained themselves by playing games and racing their RC car around.
Thank you.
So we were hearing some interesting noises and checked our depth gauge here in the marina and realized that we are under 4 foot, which means our boat is kind of sitting on the bottom in the mud. And you can kind of look at the other boats. Those lines near the bottom of each boat are their water line, where they're supposed to be sitting when they're in the water. And they're all getting pushed up, which means all these boats are on the bottom somehow.
Here we are, day 76. And the bay is a little bit on the slushy side, but we should be crusting it today and heading back up into warmer weather. Oh yeah! All right, so our monumental task of the day was changing out the fuel filter. That's one. The other one is over here on the back side of the engine. So I got to climb back there and change that one too. Ooh, sorry. which was kind of an exciting endeavor because then we had to take and bleed all of the valve heads and the fuel pump on the side and refill all of these with the dumb little pump thing here. So you like pick it up and you're like, I mean, whoever invented it, I'm sure it was meant to be just, anyway, it was a mean joke. But anyhow, we got it done after over an hour of trying to get it all bled and such. And only one profane word might have been used at some point during the course of action. So it was a pretty good day. We also picked up some crab nets and some shrimp. And tomorrow, if the kids get their game together, we will be going out and going fishing. For those who finished their schoolwork and aren't screwing around. Yes, so I may be going alone. And I'm trying to do it justice, but Rebecca cleaned, and Annalise cleaned all of the wood and the ceilings that had about 30 years of growth, we'll say, on them. And they is just so party. And so here is our last edition. It is a lovely contraption, affectionately known as a puke bottle. This is actually official slang term for this. Essentially, there's enough oil vapor that comes out of the headers and normally gets recirculated into here, but kind of like a primitive ERG valve kind of thing, I think. But anyhow, essentially in these old Perkin engines, there's enough oil in there that it will start running down the side instead of being recirculated and then running down into the bilge. So we've added a puke bottle. Add that one to the vocabulary. Good morning, day 77. Woo! Oh yeah, smoothies and homemade bread and some good strawberry rhubarb jam. Oh yeah, starting the day off right. It is a beautiful day. A little nippy right now, but man, it is gonna be gorgeous. So, horror of horrors, right here. This dude left for the weekend. It got down to freezing, and one of his intake pipes froze and cracked and flooded his boat, and it sunk. So they're trying to figure out how to get it out of the water or back up on top. They're gonna have to like pump it out and some other things, but oh man, what a nightmare. So we ran a little clinic on fishing and saltwater basics and eventually digressed into crabbing and other such things when we realized our bait was being thieverized. And by shifting gears, we profited.
Yep, it's attached.
Drop it in.
So just kind of drop it out there.
Oh, you tie it to your pole.
Look at it, Mom! That's another part of crab dinner. Wait, it's a he.
The cloud.
It's definitely big enough.
Yeah, we caught ones that were like half the size. This
Yeah.
was
It is good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's a little hot.
And what I do.
Okay, so you're gonna pop his top off. Okay, do you see that?
How? Could you like hit it with a spoon or something?
Oh, look.